when they look at that.
No bargaining chip. Where's your bargaining chip?
So do you feel like, though, like that's kind of like just another form of like high level prostitution, kind of?
I mean, you can call it what you want, but you won't call me broke.
I think it's time we start asking people that call themselves all types of names to provide some type of certification before they start talking, because some people just be talking straight garbage sometimes, man. For those of you that don't know, we got somebody that's about to do the same thing, but just expose how ignorant she is. But before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like and make sure you share. I'll say it one more time while you're still watching. Subscribe.
I am a hypergamous dating coach and business strategist. I
Okay.
help single ladies meet high-value, wealthy men and build their business with his wallet.
Okay. To, invest in her business.
Absolutely.
So what does dating look like for like the average? 100,000 is not even the average person. Let's
Right.
yeah.
Let's keep it
So
real.
let's keep it real. For the average person who is making $50,000, that's a good person. What does dating look like for them?
So if you're making $50,000, don't date.
Ooh.
I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you.
You're not ready to date. And you're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park, but eventually, Shorty is going to need a sip of something. She's going to be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Courtship costs.
Right.
It is not free
It's
to
not.
date. Like, some of us can't even take our homegirl out.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
You peeling off a little check for Shorty's drink. So it's like, why do we expect anything else of women with a man? Like, fellas, if you're broke, don't date. You're not ready to date yet. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money.
That's what I was about
You
to
understand?
ask.
That she doesn't want anything financial
Right.
from you.
By the way, I'll let you know, $50,000 is not even broke. Do you know that there's some people out there that don't care about making that much money? There are some people out there, male and female, that are completely satisfied and are happy making that amount of money. Maybe some a bit more, some a bit less, but they're completely happy. You don't have to make somebody feel bad because you're living a financial or economic better life than them. You may be even more depressed because you make more money. More money doesn't always equal more happiness. And when people focus so much on material things, it screams depressed to me. When you focus so much on the Gucci bags, the cars, the phones, which is what these people and these women seem to talk about, because they really talked about things that build the character, things that make you grow on your own, things that have to do with giving somebody a source of value that will make their lives exponentially better because you're in it, not because you're away from it. People like this are what you call cancers to society. This woman is 35. She's married. Props to her. The other women on the podcast are in their 30s too, mid-30s, and they're not married. All because you're older doesn't mean you're smarter. Some people can get older and get dumber by the day. And I had to make an exception in my life, because I'm young doesn't mean I have the excuse to act stupid and to act dumb for people that are my age too. I have to grow so by the time I'm older, I know way more things and have achieved way more things in my life compared to people that will be at that certain age.
It's not comfortable.
It sure
I've
ain't.
made 50K before, and baby, I was getting yellow tags on the door all the time when my electric about to be shut off.
It's just
I
not
was like,
realistic in this
it's not
economy.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun to be at 50.
It's not.
So for the fellas that's making 50, use this little word to inspire you to tap into the things that you know.
Where did this woman come from? Who is she? We don't even know who she is. In fact, I don't even know who the hell this podcast is, and I don't really want to know. But all I want to talk about is this, right? For people that don't talk about character, when it comes to talking about materialistic things, if somebody tells me or only tells me about the good things in their relationship, how they're enjoying this, how they're enjoying that, how they're happy, it just screams to me that they're not really happy in their relationship. You know, the people that are happy in relationships, people that tell you about the problems that they had and what they had to go through to fix it. They tell you about the times where they felt like almost breaking up with their partner, but they chose to stay because it was the right thing to do. They weren't going to be led by their emotions. I'm tired of people talking about relationships, but yet their life does not exemplify the type of relationship that people want to be in, or that they even talk about. They just talk about it because it's appealing to what their listeners want to hear. And meanwhile, they're making their listeners live a life that will lead to the exact same thing that they're living at that particular time. So if you want to see yourself in the future, listen to who you're listening to. These two women are 35. Now they have to frame the conversation. I'm not saying that everybody that's single is giving bad advice, but these people on this podcast, it doesn't seem that they're giving good advice at all, from this one episode at least. So by all means, you can listen to them, but don't be surprised if you're going to be at 35 and you're depressed or you're not happy because nobody's taking you seriously. Because it can't always be the man's problem. Same thing with all those male podcasters. It can't always be the woman's problem. Sometimes it's both your fault.
If she doesn't have the expectation, and I'm going to tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts, because eventually you're going to want to run, because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need to become in order to thrive in this world.
Right.
She doesn't set expectations for you. She allows you to be the stagnant dude in the same jeans for 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
Same jeans is wild. You be cutting up.
I'm
You
just
talk about
saying.
me. You be
Well,
cutting
I'm
up.
cut up cocaine.
That's look.
You still got it.
They say they be trapping when they wear the same jeans for 3 days.
They
They be
working
fussing.
hard.
Listen, I don't want that either. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I've dated drug dealers in my past, and that's cute and everything when you're in your
Same.
20s.
Yeah,
I'm
when
35
you-
years old.
Right.
I am not dating no damn drug dealer. Don't know who's going to run up in my door. Don't know what's going to happen in the streets when we out together. You can't protect me. It doesn't matter how much protection you have on you.
Yeah.
You can't protect me if that's what you're doing and that's your motive and that's how you get your money.
And this reminds me, or this brings back to memory, the type of women that just want to wait at the finish line. Laziness. People that are lazy. People that don't realize that any man that is wealthy or any man that is of high character had to work and get himself there. He had to work. But you don't want to work with him. You just want to wait at the finish line and hope that he picks you. Or some people, y'all not even hoping. Y'all feel entitled to him
And build your business with his wallet.
Okay.
because you know who he is or because you know his name. You feel entitled to that type
And build
of
your
person.
business with his wallet.
Okay.
And that's some toxic behavior because sometimes that person needed somebody to encourage them in that journey. And then y'all have to deal with all the toxic mess that that person has gained from the journey that he went through, all the scars and all the injuries and all the broken bones. You have to deal with the complications because y'all weren't there to prevent him from getting
And build
there.
your business with his wallet.
Okay.
And this works vice versa too, because a woman has her own journey to play in her own life when it comes to providing something in the relationship that a man needs. And there's a lot more things than just cheering up a man. 'Cause I know that some of you people will be like, oh, I can cheer a man on. No. You can give the man a drink of water when the man wants to rest. You can do things that will energize him, like a car race, what they do to cars, replacing the parts.
And build your business with his wallet.
Okay.
You're meant to do things for a man while he's in his journey. That's the point of building a relationship together. Because here's the thing: if you don't build with a man, there's some things you cannot demand from that man when he reaches the finish line. You can't demand some things because you were not there. As a woman, or just as a human being, you should never want to be the motivation for anybody. Motivation should always come from the inside of somebody, not from the outside. Because if you're motivating a man, what happens when you stop motivating him? What happens when you leave or you're not around for the present or for that moment in time? If you're motivating a man, or if you want to be the one that motivates a man, that just means that you want to take from him. If he's not motivated by his own self, that's a big red flag, and that goes equal for the woman.
And
as
build your
well.
business with his wallet.
Okay.
A man should not be the one that motivates you. He can help you. She can help him. But y'all cannot save each other. Each person does the work to grow in that relationship. And hearing people like this just really disappoints me because it just tells you that from the female and the male side, everybody is just promoting things that will just take society to the next degradation for 2024. Of course, relationships make you grow. But not all relationships make you grow in the right direction. That's the point. Everything here is something that y'all should not even waste your time listening to. And I want you to give me your opinions in the comment section below. What you guys think about this video? Because a woman like this needs to be locked up back in the house with her high value man husband apparently. Because both of them seem to be living a toxic life. Because if this is what is coming out from her life, only God knows what's happening in her marriage.
And build your business with his wallet.
Okay.
So y'all please let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below and we will talk about it. But regardless, subscribe.